Treasurer Dr. Sahala to say a vote of thanks. Dr. Sahala.
Sir, is it okay without a video, sir?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Good evening, respected teachers, senior doctors, and my dear friends. I know it's time to wind up the inaugural session, so it's time for vote of thanks now. First of all, I thank Dr. Krishnamohan sir, Secretary IAP Kerala, for inaugurating the session. Thank you, sir, for joining us today. And I would also like to thank Dr. Balajendra sir, President IAP Kottayam, and Dr. Sumita for Balendra sir for presiding over the session, and Dr. Sumita for welcoming us today. And I would also like to extend our sincere gratitude to Dr. Dali Madam for the warm felicitations. And as you all know that we are observing Adolescent Healthcare Awareness Week. So as a part of it, IAP Kerala chapter is bringing up a lot of activities, and a special thanks and big congratulations to them for joining IAP Kottayam and NF Kottayam for bringing up this activity and bring up this activity. So a special thanks to Dr. Vidhu Ashok, Madam, for helping us to conduct this program, and Dr. Ranjit, the speaker of the day. I think sir is a very apt person to deliver this talk because he's a very active person in social media. So we are looking forward to the session, sir. And finally, but not the least, I thank everyone who has joined from different parts of the state. Thank you for your participation. And I hope the session will be fruitful to everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Sahala. Next, we will go to the talk per se that So next we'll go to the talk. We have when we thought of this webinar in after the unfortunate problem is that Dr. Darli Madam was out of station, myself was out of station, and maybe that is the reason we couldn't do much. But when we thought of this webinar, there was no confusion regarding the speaker. So I asked Dr. Ranjit immediately agreed. And that is very easy to introduce Dr. Ranjit because everybody knows him. He has been he's working as a consultant in the government health service, and he has been the treasurer and now going to be the joint secretary of IAP Kerala State next 2 years. And he has been the chairperson of AHA last year. And when he got along with the Dr. Vidhu as the convener, and they got the best branch award, as Dr. Krishnamohan has said, it's the most vibrant branch, subspecialty branch. And he was also the South Zone EB member of both AHA and the Medical Legal Chapter, and also the social media representative of Central IAP last year. And he has been awarded the best state secretary as well as best when he was the chairperson, the best subspecialty chapter last year. And he has authored 2 chapters in 2 textbooks, one in allergy related and other AHA textbook recently released. With these words, I invite Dr. Ranjit for the talk. Over to you, Dr. Ranjit.
Respected chairperson of this meeting, dear Balasan, respected HOD of ICH Kottayam, Dali Madam, respected State Secretary Dr. Krishna Mohan, and vibrant branch IAP Kottayam OBs, Dr. Sumita and Dr. Sahila, senior members Nagalada Madam and senior members, and my dear convener of AHA, Dr. Vidhu. It's a pleasurable experience to interact with IAP Kottayam branch. I think after taking the charge of IAP Kerala Treasurer and myself and Dr. Krishnamohan was visited Balendra sir and ICH IAP Kottayam branch the last April. I think we had an opportunity to interact with you physically. So today, as part of Adolescent Healthcare Week, I want to discuss one important topic, that is digital media and adolescent, finding the balance. So this topic is very relevant, and Central IAP is coming out with a module of the same in the last week of October also. I'm also part of the module. The IAPK bar module is releasing after 2 weeks. So I just want to highlight some of the important points, how to finding a balance between digital media. So we all are fond of digital media. We all are fond of our smartphones. This is the second one. Left one is the new phone. My wife want to purchase in the next year. So it is this is a very the flip phone. That is a Samsung phone. The second part, all of many of us have gone the iPhone. So we have our we are having our dream phone. Samsung, whether it is flip phone or Apple. So why are we are fond of so many smartphones and new updates in the mobile phones? What are the benefits of mobile phone? So we can find out these are the benefits of mobile phone. We use it as for communication. It is small and convenient rather than carrying a laptop. It is small and convenient. We can take good photos and videos with so many filters. We can do texting. We can do fashion and self-expression. We can do it as an entertainment purpose. We can do notes and reminders. We can do videos in real time. We use it as calendars and organization activities. We use for maps, navigations, and travel. And also so many apps, online banking, finance, all depended on our mobile phone. We use it as address book and also as contacts. And we can do it in the workplace as remote working areas also. We can use it as in emergencies and we can use it as watch. We can use it as alarm clock. We can use it as calculator. We can uh, see news as sports and live events with the help of mobile phones. We can also use for the crime prevention evidence gathering based on the activity. We can locate the person. We can also use for the learning and research. So many uses for the mobile phones and digital media. I am enumerating some of the benefits. So we also have to think out what the excess media can use so many issues. They can use physical, that is dryness of eyes, body pain, pain in the wrist and elbows, and it can lead to lesser physical activities when we are addicted to the social media and phone. And psychological, we have a addiction that is a continuous desire to use. We feel irritable while not in the social media. We feel uneasiness without the mobile phone. We feel anger issues. We feel loneliness without having mobile phone or social media. We found boredom, and we have inability to structure our free time without the mobile phone also. These are the some physical and psychological issues with the use of mobile phones. And what are the effects in the social and family? It can lead to decrease the social interactions. We don't have to find the leisure activities in the offline world, and it can also lead to deviant use of cyberspace, which can lead to cyberbullying, cyber harassment, etc. And biological issues, it can disturb the sleep. It can also lead to poor self-care. It can also lead to irregular eating practices. These are the adverse effects that are due to the excessive use of mobile phones. So, why the smartphones affect the sleep? Smartphones can affect our sleep. It can lead to lesser deep sleeps. Lights from the screen delays the onset of sleep, and electromagnetic radiations and microwaves affect the sleep. The ringtones, message, call notifications may awake us from sleep. And if at all the sleep depression, it can also lead to obesity also. So smartphones can affect our sleep also, deep sleep, and it can delays our the onset of sleep also. So there are so many terms that is FOBLO, that is fear of being left out. We feel that we will miss some notifications. We feel that we will miss some important news, important activity from our friends. This is a this is termed as FOBLO, that is fear of being left out from the social media activities or from social media community. And these are two or more types, like this FOMO and JOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out. That is a worried feeling that you may miss exciting events that other people are going to, especially caused by things you see in the social media. That is a term called FOMO, fear of missing out from some important activities. And next term is JOMO. That is pleasure of taking a break from social activities, especially social media, to enjoy personal time. That is joy of missing out. This is two terms form on JOMO. JOMO means joy of missing out. These are the two terms we have to understand. And next term is internet addiction disorders. Internet addiction disorders, because of uncontrolled video gaming, social media overuse, and sometimes due to pornography viewing, sometimes due to information binging, it can lead to academic failure, behavioral problems, social withdrawals, and family problems. These can contribute to these all times. These all can contribute to contribute to the internet addiction, and internet addiction can leads to the academic failure, social withdrawal, behavioral issues, and family problems also. This is a scale, that is a Kimberley scale, which assess the internet addiction. It is based on 20 scales, and we can assess based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How often do you find to you stay online when the new internet? The scores measured as rarely, occasionally, frequently, often, always. And there are 20 scales. So we can classify based on our internet use. And between 20 to 49, there is a mild addiction. And between 49 to 80, there is moderate addiction. More than 80, it is a severe addiction. It is Kimberley scale. It is available in internet. It is available in the internet. Most of us, we are using in the mobile phone, will having a mild or moderate addiction based on this scale. So how we can do a digital detox without unplugging completely? So we should have a digital detox plan. If we having an internet addiction, we have to set a specific goals and objective. That is, this week I will reduce my screen hours by 1 hour. And we should identify potential challenges and solutions. We have to have a potential solutions for this to control our internet usage. And we have to have the to track the progress and adjust as needed. And we should set a boundaries. That is, we should designate a device-free zone. A bedroom and dining table is considered as device-free zone. And we should have established a device-free times. That is, during meals, we have to avoid cell phones. And 1 hour before bed, we have to uh, switch off make it in silent mode. And we should schedule the digital free days also. That is, Sundays, holidays. We have to find schedule time with our families also. We should set boundaries also. So we should promote alternate habits, replace social media with podcasts or audiobooks rather than looking at the screen. Use physical books or magazine instead of e-readers. And we are fond of taking notes in the mobile phones or iPads. We should take notes by hand instead of typing. And we should set a gradual reduction. We should start with a small reduction, that is 30 minutes less screen time per day, and gradually decrease screen time over time. We should set realistic goals and celebrate milestones also. If we are decreasing the internet usage by 1 hour after a week, we should set realistic goals and celebrate the milestones. And we should have a mindful usage. We should practice mindfulness while using devices, recognize digital triggers. We have the digital triggers, most of us having the boredom and stress, and we should find solutions to replace boredom by some other activities. Choose intentional and purposeful online activities, and we should reevaluate our subscription. Most of us having so many subscriptions in digital platforms like Amazon Prime or Sony, so many subscriptions. We should unsubscribe from unnecessary emails and newsletters also. We should cancel unused streaming services also. And we should limit social media accounts. So we can reevaluate the subscriptions and then gradually reduce our addictions. And some digital detox tools are available. That is website blockers, that is freedom and self-control. We can use it, we can download from the app stores. We should use some app trackers. That is, digital well-being is available most of the mobile phones. We can use it for our digital detox, use it as a digital detox. And phone features like do not disturb and night mode we can use in the night hours. And also we can use do not disturb mode when we are not want any social media messages. And as parents, as caregivers of adolescent, we could have a WWW approach. So we should First W is who the teenagers meet online. And second W is what they do online. Third W is where do they go online. So we should have a WWW approach. The first W, that is who teenagers meet online. We have a risk of stranger talks, have a risk of bullying, cyberbullying. They would get a bad advice. They should be trapped in revenge porn also. So we should monitor who the teenagers meet online. As parents and as doctors who are counseling the adolescents, we should have identify the W1 risk also. The second W2 risk are what they do online. Adolescents are victims of cybercrimes also, and they are also victims of money loss. They are also victims of stress, and they are also victims of bullying. So we should identify what they do online. And third W is where do they go online? The sites they are searching, whether they are addicted to pornography, whether they are addicted to gaming, whether they are trapped in bullying, and whether they are getting wrong advice. So by these three WWW approach, we can counsel the adolescent as parents. They should recognize who, what, where they are doing in the online platform. And if there is any bullying or any cyber harassment, every major city have a cyber crime branch. Dial 1098 if you are in trouble. And as adolescents and as responsible adults also, before posting anything in the social media, we should think. The thing means T means is it true? Is the message is true? We are doing so many forwarded messages. So we should first verify that is it a true message. H, that is it helpful for someone and anyone, some persons in the social media. And third, I is it inspiring to other person? And N is it necessary to post in the social media? Last K, is it kind to other person? Is it kind to some other persons or persons in the social media also? So before posting anything in the cyberspace, we should think: is it true, helpful, inspiring, necessary, or kind? And a word of caution: whether before posting anything, a personal information shared can be used against us. And review the content and share only if it is essential. And as we should download the applications from the trusted platforms only, like Google Play Stores and Apple Play Stores also. So a word of cyberbullying. So who are the victims of cyberbullying? About half of the teens and preteens are the victims of cyberbullying. And only 1 in 10 teens tell a parent if they're cyberbullied. And girls are more victims of cyberbullying. So what is cyberbullying? It is a using digital space to post rumors, threats, sexual remarks, hate speech, victims' personal information, whether it is ridiculating, taunting, or humiliating, intimidating messages, use it for pornography or sexting, and whether they are excluding a person from a group intentionally, and whether it is an internet addiction, online games like games, blue whale games, Momo channel, etc. It is a harmful bullying behavior. So these are uh, these are the ways a person can be harassed in cyberspace. So there are different terminologies in cyber crimes. That is cyberbullying or cyber harassment. It is a form of bullying or harassment using electronic means. That's the general term, that is cyberbullying or cyber harassment. The second term is cyber stalking. That is constantly monitoring, tracking, or threatening the victim online, causing significant psychological distress. That is termed as cyber stalking. Cyber trolling. That is posting offensive or derogatory comments with the intention of provoking a negative response from the victim. That is termed as trolling. And hacking. It is the term where they hack digital devices like computers, smartphones, tablet, even entire network to collect our data. And another term is phishing. It is a type of social engineering attack used to steal data, including login credentials, credit card numbers. And in this case, the attacker masquerading a trusted entity dupes a victim and whether sending a email or instant message or text message. Whether we are clicking on this message or email, our credentials will be hacked. That time is known as phishing. And sexting means sending, receiving, or forwarding sexually explicit messages, photographs, or videos primarily between the mobile phones. And it can also use they can also use computers or any digital device for sending messages or tracking videos, etc. That is sexting. Another term is harassment. It is, as I mentioned earlier, it is persistent, aggressive, unwanted, harmful online behavior, sending offensive messages, spreading hateful comments on social media to distress the victim. Another term is online impersonation. That is creating fake profiles to impersonate the victim, pretending to be someone else, and engaging in harmful activities, causing damage to the reputation and deceiving others. This common in the online impersonation is common for the celebrities, and also it is a way to uh, for uh, for changing damage to the reputation and deceive others. And another term is outing or doxing. It is a form of cyberbullying that uses sensitive or secret information, statements, or records for harassment, exposure, and financial harms or other exploitation of targeted intelligence. That is outing. And they can share private or sensitive information about the victim without their consent, leading to emotional stress and potential real life consequences also. That is outing, that is sharing their private and sensitive information about the victim. And last one is exclusion or ostracism, that is deliberately excluding an individual from online groups, chats, or social circles to isolate them and harm them emotionally. That is the term as exclusion. So there are so many terms in cybercrimes that harassment, online impersonation, outing, exclusion, ostracism, and cyber stalking, trolling, hacking, phishing, sexting. These are so many different terminologies. So how we can deal with the cyberbullying? What is the tips for adolescents? If there is a cyber harassment or cyber bullying, the adolescents have to tell a trusted adult about the bullying and keep telling until you find someone who takes action. They should tell repeatedly to the adult, a trusted adult, until they should take a action. And as a adolescent, if bullied through chat or instant messages, first they have to block the bully and do not open the read messages from cyber bullies, and tell your teacher or administrator at your school if it is school related. And OTPs and passwords of the social media account must never be shared, and do not erase the messages as we need to take cyber actions, or we have to report it to police. Take a screenshot of the messages and protect yourself. Never agree to meet persons to face anyone you meet online. And also, we had to report to the cybercrime branch and report 1098. And how they can protect ourselves while playing online games. So they should stick to age appropriate games. Never download games by clicking or links received on mail or through pop up messages or through pop up emails or from free online sites. Always install and update a good antivirus software on your computer. And do not share your personal information while joining the online games. Never share your password with anyone. Use a complex one. Never use voice chat or webcam while playing online games. Never share your parents' credit card, debit card details while playing online games. നമ്മൾ പേപ്പറിലൊക്കെ വായിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഓരോ ക്രെഡിറ്റ് കാർഡുകളൊക്കെ വെച്ച് അമ്മയുടെയൊക്കെ പൈസകൾ ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണ് അമ്മ അത് അറിഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത്. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള പല പല ക്രെഡിറ്റ് കാർഡുകൾ അറ്റാച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്ന വഴിയൊക്കെ പലപ്പോഴും പൈസ പോയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ, അപ്പൊ നെവർ ഷെയർ യുവർ പാരന്റ്സ് ക്രെഡിറ്റ് കാർഡ് ആൻഡ് ഡെബിറ്റ് കാർഡ് ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് വൈൽ പ്ലേയിങ് ഓൺലൈൻ ഗെയിംസ്. ആൻഡ് safety measures to prevent such a crime, enable identity protection and pay attention to privacy setting. We should set our privacy setting, who will be your social media friend, uh, who can send you friend requests, who can send you comments, etc. And be cautious while accepting friend requests from unknown persons. If you do meet somebody online, never agree to meet them offline. And avoid revealing personal details like name, address, school name, etc. in the online public platform, whether it is whether adolescents or school children using the social media platform. And never reveal your password to anyone other than your parents or guardian. And change your password frequently and use special characters and alphabets while creating new password. And also, do not post anything which hurts which hurts other feelings. Be mindful while sharing the photographs, videos, and any other sensitive information. If cyberbullied, encourage not to respond, take screenshot, photographs, and keep record. Block and report the persons and talk about it. Keep their social media privacy informations about laws and rights. So, what is the role of our medical practitioners? As medical practitioners, we have to educate and prevent the cyber bullying or cyber harassment, and also we have to prevent the internet addiction. So we should educate the adolescents or parents about the social media addiction, cyberbullying risk and consequences, and we should promote alternate activities for the adolescents also. And we should assess the smartphone addiction or digital media addiction based on smartphone inventory or social media addiction scale, that is Kimberley scale, which is available in the internet. And we have to do interventions and treatment. If it is severe addiction, they need a cognitive behavioral therapy or family therapy. If it is severe addiction, we need to support and collaborate with other professionals. We should refer to psychiatrists or psychologists. And there are so many school health nurse and so many school counselors also there. We should follow up the children with the help of school health nurse and counselors. And as an educator and policy makers, we should promote research and advocacy. We should promote and participate in studies involving healthy and unhealthy effects of social media. As ambassadors of children and adolescents, we should advocate for policy changes with policymakers in health and education department, and also with the support of professional bodies like IMA, IAP, AHA. We should have a policy also. And as parents, they should choose and diversify their media during recreational screen time. They will co-view and co-play and do not visit new website without their permission. As children and adolescents are permitted to use the screen in common dining area and with the permission of parents, they should co-view and co-play and do not visit new website without permission. And they should balance online and offline time. By decreasing the screen time, we have more time for our physical activities and recreations. And as parents, we should show good media manners by not looking at the phone when someone is talking to us and avoiding phone at mealtime. And we should follow a good examples also. And we should teach adolescents a good digital citizenship, respecting others' privacy, not being rude in our comments or messages, and telling a trusted adult if being bullied or getting messages that makes you uncomfortable. And safety first. Do not share personal information and photos online. Do not use mobiles while crossing the road, which can lead to accidents. And we should constantly review our privacy settings in all sites and do not chat with strangers online. And we should balance our sleep and exercise. It should be adequate and use textbooks learning and institutional based learning whenever possible. It helps also in the social interactions and builds confidence in the for children and adolescents. So internet safety. Safe means speak to somebody if you need help. A means ask an adult before going on online. If friends are real people we know rather than the offline or online friends. E enjoy, play, have fun, and stay safe. And speak to an trusted adult or our caregivers if you are worried about anything. So we should be a role model and we should be a good digital citizen and we should tell our adolescents about the digital safety and we should balance our screen time and screen use also. Thank you. And
Thank you, Thank you, Dr. Ranjit. It was very informative one. Nowadays, we are getting lot of phone calls, almost two to three phone calls every week to go for to press a button if you want to know anything. So even not even for adolescents, the adults also should know that we will be very much cyberbullying is there among the adults also. And also through emails, we get a lot of things. And nowadays, parents are proud that their children are using mobiles. They can go for YouTube and all. They used to say. So these are all bad things we should uh, tell them when they come for any illness to us. And another thing is to get a good counselor is also is very difficult to counsel the child and give proper advice. As pediatricians, we don't have much time also, and it is the job of the counselor, which is not available now, at least in Kottayam. And one aspect of mobile, which you said is, I think excessive use nowadays mobiles has got health apps. So actually, health apps are very useful. So how many steps you walk daily and all, that is very useful if you have a good mobile. And about that Kimberley scale, I want to know whether it is less than 25 or 20. What the number? I didn't hear that. Kimberley scale.
Up to 40, it is mild, sir. 40 to 79, it is moderate. More than 80, it is severe.
Up to 25 is normal, no? Less than 25.
Less than 25 is
Or it should be zero. Whether it should be zero or
it will not be zero, sir.
so maybe a 20, 25, no? 20 to
20,
40, mild.
20, up to 49, there is up to 40, 40, up to 40 is mild addition. 25 to 49 is mild addition. Up to 40, 50 to 79 it's moderate, and more than 80 to 100 it is severe addiction.
Okay. So
We
that,
should, I think, we all have, I have a moderate, mild to moderate addiction.
yeah, and you have to download and see how much addiction I have. Actually, I go in public transport to my hospital mainly to manage all my WhatsApp calls. Otherwise, would have gone by car. If you go by car, no, you won't be able to see all the messages. So that is also addiction. You have to see. You have to download Kimberley scale and now have to see. Any doubts or any comments? Please.
So can I share what a few thoughts?
Yeah.
So I have an adolescent at home who does not have a mobile, so there's no mobile addiction, but she has an iPad. So I started off saying, I realized that there was a lot of time spent on iPad, so I restricted iPad time. That led to a lot of, I could see the child struggling as she was not able to adjust to not having the iPad. And then I realized two things out of that. One, for them to interact with their peers and for them to understand and share the same language. Normally, cinema dialogue, മോഹൻലാലിന്റെ dialogue അടിച്ച് എല്ലാവരും കൂടെ ചിരിക്കുമല്ലോ. അതുപോലെ അവര് ഗെയിംസിലും കാര്യങ്ങളും ഒക്കെയാണ് അവരുടെ common conversation. So sometimes if you restrict everything and you say that you don't do it, the child feels left out. So I understood that peer group to blend in is important, especially adolescent age. Left out, they may not be able to handle. Even we can't handle when we are sidelined. Group in the so then I realized that it is important to know something so that they gel in. The second thing I learned is I decided I'll just watch what she does. And for games, I decided I'll also start playing just to see what it is. And quite easily, you'll get addicted. I also play those games. I also know the friends that she has online. And I realized the good part of it also. Safety venom, sir, paranya point important, but two things I understood is blend and avishana. Second thing I understood is rules വെക്കുന്നതിന്റെ പകരം അവരെന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നതെന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കി നമ്മളും ഒരു shared time ആക്കിയാല് I started enjoying online gaming in a restricted manner. പിന്നെ സമയമില്ല അതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് കുറച്ച് സമയമേ ഉള്ളൂ to play those games. But എനിക്ക് ഒരു learning curve ആയിരുന്നു last 1 year with digital ഒരു journey with adolescents.
താങ്ക് യു ഡോക്ടർ സുമിത പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ നമുക്ക് ഒരിക്കലും റെസ്ട്രിക്ട് ചെയ്യാനാവില്ല. ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ ഒരു വേർഡിൽ കോവിഡ് കഴിഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷം മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദ അഡോളസൻസ് ആൻഡ് വി ആർ ഓൾസോ യൂസ് ടു ദ മോർ ഓഫ് ദ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോംസ് ആൻഡ് ഓൺലൈൻ പ്ലാറ്റ്ഫോം. സോ വി ഷുഡ് co-view and co-play with them. And we should know what are the sites they are visiting. As I mentioned, the www, we should know. And we should set our, if they are using the iPad, and we can get our notifications through our email. So whether they are downloading new app or something, they will get notified to your email. You can create your email account as the primary account in their email. So you will get notified what they are doing. And you can check also. Sometimes that also may delete the history also, but you will get the notifications. So we can co-view and co-play. That is a things, and we should have a balanced approach. We are also so much addicted to the mobile phone. We are also addicted to so many WhatsApp. The most of us are addicted is WhatsApp. So if we are checking our own digital well-being, software, most of us were using WhatsApp for about 1 to 2 hours. That is 1 hour minimum. 1 hour minimum will be the WhatsApp time for us. So majority of our communications will be there through the WhatsApp also. Then for adolescents it is more of like Insta or any other platform. And like our daughter, your old generation, you are using Facebook more. They are fond of more of Instagram. So they are more fond of Insta and all. So we should co-view and we should interact with the adolescents. Then only we can know their pattern of searching, etc.
That is the most important message. You cannot restrict them. You have to co-view with them. So, Darli madam, anything? In REAC, what they are doing for counseling in REAC? മാഡത്തിന് ഐപാഡിൽ കൂടെ കയറിയാലൊക്കെ ചെറിയ പ്രശ്നമാണ്. മാഡം മൊബൈലിൽ കൂടെയാണോ ഐപാഡിൽ കൂടെ ആണെങ്കിൽ? മാഡം ലാപ്ടോപ്പ് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു പ്രശ്നം മാഡം നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞായിരുന്നു.
മാഡം ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ മെസ്സേജ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്,
ആ
ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ ചാറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് മാം.
നൗ അൺമ്യൂട്ട്. മാഡം ഇപ്പൊ അൺമ്യൂട്ടാ. ആ ഇപ്പൊ കേക്കാം. കേക്കാം കേക്കാം. കുറച്ച് ഫീബിളാണ്, കുഴപ്പമില്ല.
നന്നായിട്ട് പിള്ളേരാണല്ലോ, അഡോളസൻസ് അവിടെ വരാറില്ല. യങ്സ്റ്റേഴ്സിനാണ്, എസ്പെഷ്യലി സ്പേസിലെ പ്രശ്നമൊക്കെ ഉള്ള പിള്ളേരെയാണ്. ഇതെല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കാണ്ട് അവര് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കും. ചിലര് നന്നായിട്ട് അത് ഫോളോ ചെയ്ത് നല്ല ഇമ്പ്രൂവ്മെന്റ് ഉള്ളവരുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ചില പേരൻസ് അത്ര അങ്ങ് സ്ട്രിക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് ഫോളോ ചെയ്യത്തില്ല. എന്നാലും ഈ ഹാഫ് ആൻ അവർ ഒക്കെ ആയിട്ട് റെസ്ട്രിക്ട് ചെയ്യണമെന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതൊന്നും ചെയ്യത്തില്ല.
നമുക്കൊരു നല്ല കൗൺസിലിംഗ് സെന്റർ ഇല്ലല്ലോ മാഡം കോട്ടയത്ത്?
ഇല്ല. ഞങ്ങളുടെ പിന്നെ വലിയൊരു ഡോക്ടർ സോണിയ ഉണ്ട്, ഡോക്ടർ സിസ്റ്റർ സോണിയ. ഒരു കുഴപ്പമില്ലെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു. പിന്നെ എന്താന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാല് ഇതിനകത്ത് ഫുഡ് ഐറ്റംസിന്റെ കാര്യം കൂടെ ചേർത്ത്. ഇപ്പൊ ഡിജിറ്റൽ മീഡിയയുടെ കാര്യമല്ല ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്, പിന്നെ അഡോളസൻസിന്റെ കാര്യമല്ല. പിള്ളേരുടെ വരുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും അത് മെയിൻലി ഓട്ടിസം, വെർച്വൽ ഓട്ടിസം അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ, ഫുഡിന്റെ കാര്യം കൂടെ തന്നെ പറയും. ചോക്ലേറ്റ്സ്, സ്വീറ്റ്സ് അങ്ങനത്തെ സാധനങ്ങളുടെ പോകാറുണ്ട്. അതുകൂടെ ആകുമ്പോൾ മൊത്തം അവിടെ പറയും. അത് പലരും ഈ എന്താണ് കൗൺസിലിംഗ് സെഷനിൽ പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുക്കുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് പല സ്ഥലത്തും. അതങ്ങനെയാ എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലായത്.
Okay. Vidu, any comments?
Same, like actually, whether being digital media or anything, dealing with adolescent, it is actually the family together. It should be alone. They won't be able to do. So as said, we should go hand in hand with them. And the problem is actually when they are not adolescent, when they are very small itself, the maybe the cartoons or anything, it is just given to them. So one part, what the parents feel it as the child sees it, the child will be, undisturbed for some time. Next thing is they are very proud that the child can actually enact or say the things by the cartoon, or the child at a very young age is able to play some of the games. But on and on, when the cycle goes on, the child actually gets addicted by the adult. By then the child knows much of the games and goes into, anyway, everyone wants to explore. The child also explores and they get into all bullying and all these things. So I think awareness should be given to the parents. Everyone together should be involved in it.
So I think in the coming years, we will have to see up to 18 years. I think adolescent will be part of pediatrics, and I'm sure we will have to deal with all this in the within next few years. With these words, I thank Dr. Ranjit for accepting our invitation and giving an excellent talk. And I thank also Dr. Vidu and Dr. Dali Madam and all those, Dr. Krishna Mohan, and all the members who have attended this program. Thank you all. We will wind up the session. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.